Drafters TV. I'm Ben Hauver, and today we're talking about one of the most inexplicably controversial players in fantasy right now, Josh Jacobs. I'm just going to come out and say it. Josh Jacobs is hands down the worst fantasy pick you can make in the top 2 rounds. If you want a chance to win a free ticket into the Drafters Best Ball Championship, all you have to do is subscribe to this YouTube channel and comment below with your thoughts on Josh Jacobs as well as your Drafters username. The winner will be selected on the next video, which comes out on Friday, so check back, make sure, find out if you're that lucky winner. And you can also double your chances to win by also going back and commenting on the last video I did, which detailed the differences between Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods and which of them that I would choose in fantasy football. So follow the same steps, comment on that video with your Drafters username, and you will be entered in twice for the giveaway on Friday. Now, let's talk Josh Jacobs. There is no bigger ADP landmine right now in 2020 than Josh Jacobs. Jacobs is being drafted as the RB12 on Drafters with an ADP of 20.7. He carried the ball 242 times as a rookie for 1,150 yards and 7 touchdowns, while adding 20 receptions for 166 yards through the air. All in all, that was good for 14.7 fantasy points per game, the 16th highest number at the position in 2019. I think what Josh Jacobs represents right now is a chance to look at what the team is showing us through their actions opposed to their words. Raiders head coach John Gruden recently said that he wants to get Jacobs on the field more on third downs. Raiders head coach John Gruden is also notoriously disingenuous when speaking to the media about players. For me, I first learned that lesson about Gruden through his commentary on Monday Night Football and the endless, promotion of mid-level players, but I suspect that many of you out there learned that about him many years prior. I wasn't following football as closely when Gruden was head coach of the Raiders the first go around, seeing as I was only 3 years old in '98. Luckily, you don't need decades of familiarity with this guy to realize that Gruden just loves to cap. He's king cap. When Gruden says that Jacobs will see more third down work this season, I just don't believe it. Nothing this team has done since the draft indicates to me that that's what this team is planning to do. In fact, their actions indicate the exact opposite. Jacobs will almost certainly never see the field on third down. Jacobs might legitimately be the 5th best passing option in the backfield for this team. The team just signed Theo Riddick. Jalen Richard is a designated pass game specialist. Lynn Bowden is somebody that they drafted with a 3rd-round pick this year, and they didn't draft him to run between the tackles. And they also added Devontae Booker, who had at least 30 receptions per season in his first 3 years in the league, as pretty much a strict backup in Denver. Josh Jacobs was recently quoted saying that his goal is to catch at least 60 passes this season. I mean, if that's his goal, he better request a trade ASAP, because there is no shot he even comes close to that in this Raiders offense this year. Truthfully, I think the tippy top of his range is 30 to 35 receptions, and that's being generous. Now, before I start to sound like a hater, I just want to say that I'm not. I understand that Jacobs is the main guy for the Raiders. I understand that he is their most talented running back. But unless you're playing in a PPT league, points per talent, I don't know what good that's going to do you, because I play in PPR leagues, and there's not going to be a whole lot of R's to go around for my guy, Mr. Jacobs. I'm sorry. I don't say that to say that he won't have fantasy productive weeks here and there. He's just being drafted 2 rounds too highly. If you want to secure 200 plus rushing attempts and almost no receiving work at the running back position in fantasy, why take that in round 2? Just draft Chris Carson or David Montgomery or Raheem Mostert 3 rounds later. What's the actual difference between those guys and Jacobs other than a perceived gap in talent that favors Jacobs? I don't know that there is one, and as long as fantasy remains a number game and not a who looks better on tape game, opportunity will always trump talent, and nothing about the current state of the Vegas Raiders offense tells me that Josh Jacobs will have any opportunity to expand his role in the passing game this year. Josh Jacobs isn't Derrick Henry. He's not going to be the sole focus of the Raiders offense the way that Henry is with the Titans. He's not going to make up for the lack of receiving production through sheer workload, 25 touches a game like Henry gets, because that's just not what this team's trying to do. They drafted, Lynn Bowden, Brian Edwards, Henry Ruggs, they want Derek Carr to take another step as a passer this year. They're not going to hammer the ball through Jacobs every single game 25 plus times. It's just not going to happen. As long as he's being drafted around guys like Joe Mixon, Kenyon Drake, Miles Sanders, Austin Eckler, Aaron Jones, I will have absolutely no exposure to him, and I just can't really fathom a reason why anybody would want to draft him in that range. But what do you think? Am I being too critical of Mr. Jacobs, too harsh by calling him the worst pick in the top 2 rounds? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and comment with your Drafters username below for a chance to win a free ticket into the 50K Drafters Best Ball Championship. I'll be back with another video on Friday to announce the winner. Thank you for watching.